recognize Chief Reed and also Lieutenant Josh Williamson. I did not ask him to come tonight, but they completed the Jefferson County Personnel Board 360 Leader Program. Now, for those of you that don't know, this program means it's a very prestigious program in the Jefferson County Personnel Board. They had to go through several months of training in leadership principles, communication skills, and strategic management. The participants attend a series of intensive classes, complete group projects, and receive feedback from supervisors and peers to strengthen their leadership effectiveness. Completing this program reflects the dedication to professional growth and their commitment to serving Pleasant Grove with excellence. So we appreciate you all. October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's a time when communities across the nation unite to raise awareness, to encourage each other to be conscious of our health and our wellness, especially. And it's not just for women. Men have this issue too. So I encourage all of us to make sure that we are attentive to our health and our wellness, especially this month. There will be a free second chance hiring fair tomorrow. It will be from 10 to 2, held at the Boutwell Auditorium, 1930 Reverend Abraham Woods Jr. Boulevard in Birmingham. Some of the employers, and this is just some of them, will be present, will be City of Birmingham, Avian, Alabama Power, Kilton, Hyatt Regency, O'Neill Steel, America's Thrift Store, Jeff State Community College, Bradford Health Services, Onan Staffing, ABC Select Spirits, and McDonald's. So if you're interested or you know someone interested, encourage them to attend tomorrow. It's a free event. No pre-registration is required, and some of the employees are hired on the spot. Reminder that November 3rd, meeting location has been changed to Pleasant Grove High School, and that will also be our swearing ceremony. We invite you. It's open to the public. There's plenty of seating, plenty of parking, no issues there. And it will also be our organizational meeting for the incoming city council and the mayor. So also, I'm glad to announce that we are now live streaming. Yay! Mr. Lacey Man, who's in the back of the room in the chambers today, she's had an opportunity since our last meeting to install cameras. So there's one here, there's one here, and those are two, yes, those two. And so the live stream will be available on YouTube. You will not have to be stuck with just looking on Facebook. It will be on YouTube, and it will be a public forum, and also we're going to place it on our official Facebook page. Official Facebook page. We've discovered in this process that there are actually 3 official Facebook pages. So we're going to eliminate 2 of those Facebook pages, so we will have 1 official Facebook page. So you'll receive more information on that in the coming days. Last, Councilor Calhoun is not with us tonight because he's celebrating with his mother on today, her 100th birthday. Please keep them in your prayers for their traveling grace there in Indiana today. So they're celebrating with her on her 100th, which is actually today. So thank you for your time listening. So now we'll go on with the agenda. Next up, we have the approval of Resolution 2025-32, which is a resolution of the City of Pleasant Grove, Alabama, agreeing to accept the 2025-2026 Storm Shelter Grant from Jefferson County Commission. That grant will be in the amount of $11,000. So do I have a motion?
Allow the motion to accept that.
Okay. We have a motion and a second. Any additional questions? Hearing none, all in favor? And that's unanimous. Next on the agenda, we have a notice of a public hearing for a weed lane on 140 Park Road, Pleasant Grove, Alabama, 35127. And we'll turn that over to Attorney Pierce.
And this is a public hearing on this, and the first thing I always ask is anybody here to speak for or against this weekly regarding 140 Park. Council, nobody calling attention. This is a motion to declare the property located at 140 Park a nuisance for the purpose of allowing either company we hire for our own people to go on to clean it on, cost of which will later be put on a lien on this property. Y'all seen some of the pictures we have involved in this property. It is abnormal. It is extreme, and but at this time, our ordinance actually gives us the ability to declare the nuisance, but to delay the cutting of this. And here, I would recommend that because, as I understand, there's actually two separate municipal court cases involving this property and property owner. That the most recent update was that Judge Moore gave the property owner to October 14th to clean it. Even with that, my recommendation would be declared a nuisance, but delay the cutting until after the October 14th day. And the council will shortly reconvene with council.
Okay, council hearing the recommendation. Are there any additional questions for Attorney Pierce? Okay, hearing no question, I make a motion that we declare declare a weed lane on 140 Park Road, and delay the cleanup process until after October 14th, 15th? 14th.
And that will give us, we will be back in October 20th, so we should be able to proceed after you what happens.
Okay, and delay cleanup until after such time that the court can address all matters.
Yeah, that's you make a motion.
Yes. Okay. So, do I need a restate?
No.
Having a motion and a second. Any other questions? Hearing none. That's it. Thank you. And we've already addressed the senior citizens proposal as part of my presentation. Officers of the city report. Mr. Cobb, do you have anything to do? Okay. Mr. Lee?
Hey, everybody. It's homecoming week, so let's keep that in mind. Let's everybody be safe. There's going to be a lot of activity. Moving forward, my fireman was at the bonfire last night. It was very successful. Everybody had a great time, and so really glad that went off without a hitch. If you noticed, I don't know, some of y'all may have seen it on social media, but I know and Captain Johnson went out and painted the caps of the fire hydrants purple this week. I thought that would be a really nice touch. I think we're going to keep them that way. And finally, it has normally dry outside, guys. You know, it hasn't rained in a very long time, except a little bit. Please be careful with your tires. We're going into a season where it's really nice to go outside and have a fire, make s'mores. Let me tell you, my little boy beat me up about it. We have to be really careful. We are one spark away from having, you know, a massive event up here. And so we're not really equipped for brush fires as well as other people. So let's just not have a brush fire. So please be careful with your fires up there this season.
Thank you. And forgive me, I should have acknowledged that firefighter Caleb Simpson was the assisting fire personnel for the bonfire last night. So we do appreciate him and acknowledge that. And thank you all for the painting of the hydrant. We probably should do that throughout the city. That's it. Okay. Now we'll have committee reports. We'll start with you, Mr. Houston.
All right. I'll bring you readings from the Pleasant Grove Library. A lot of what I read to you is repetitive, but we'll make sure that you know about it. October is Maddie for books. There's no trips, but only treats. So all children who come to the library during the month of October get a surprise. The next item is Medicare Help, Medicare 101. It's on Thursday, October the 9th at 10 a.m. It's open free to the public. The Poetry Club meets on Wednesday, October 22nd at 10 a.m. Book Club is on Wednesday, October 15th at 10 a.m. The Christmas painting class will be held on Wednesday, December the 3rd. And the reason I mention that is it usually fills up pretty quickly, so if you want to get in on that, you need to contact the library and sign up. It's $15 per person. That's all your supplies and your canvas, everything you need to print you a Christmas artwork. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Lasser. Okay. And I know Mr. Williams. Share. I know.
Committee I'm on, but give us time that it is homecoming week, and as a post part, there's a lot going on this week. But we have some stuff with last. In particular, we have our varsity girls cheerleaders. You know, they have a little new thing that we have to supply. Well, they have to supply. Well, we supply for their out-of-town travel. Not in charge of supplying out-of-town travel for the rest of the year. But I'm asking you as citizens to help. These are areas in the schools where we need help. Not only the cheerleaders, but the varsity boys on the mules as well as football team. Okay. So those are things they've been soliciting all with parents. And we have the middle school coming right behind us. So they're in great need as well, getting the football team started. I know these are things that most of us don't know, but I'm saying now that we need it. You know, we have parents who are asking us as city council, women and men, but we need your help as well. But again, they're taking care of the rest of the year of the travel, but they are in great need in the middle school area to get that football program started. They need equipment, they need things, you know. So just kind of stop by the school, you know, and talk to some of the counselors or the teachers or coaches. I don't see this. Anybody ever in middle school? Right.
And don't forget the girls basketball.
Absolutely.
She's on there and the spirit pack say that yesterday, that was 500 plus.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that is a lot. You know, that's just for one time.
So you can see it's very demanding, so where we can pitch in and do things like travel and food, I think those are small items that we can do as a community. Now to the business. Now, I was, you know, approached last week, the minute I got sworn in about the wires hanging right in front of Smithville Park. We had a storm back in May, for those who live in Smithville Park. That area is looking a little bad right there. We left the limbs hanging, trees down, and there's a whole bunch going on right there. But unbeknownst to you guys, there was a lot of parties involved. Let's start with the homeowner. Her tree was on the fence, so her fence was damaged. Cemetery had their party, they had damage. All right, and you had Alabama Power who always fixed the top wire. They had the most heat on the wire. They fixed their wire, but that low-hanging wire was actually the cable company. So I contacted everybody. We have only one entity to finish their part, and that's the cable company. So that should be cleared all the way up in the next few days. Okay, so as you pass by, you should see the fence back up, the trees moved, left a few tracks, but we're going to just, you know, spray the small victories, okay? So that's it for that on the central far side, on the front side of that area. We don't have the cars on the street. Smithfield Forest, you were hot this week. We had a couple of complaints, stagnant cars on the street, been sitting there for how many months? Anybody want to say? Years. You know, a true sign is when vegetation is growing under the cars, the windows are all fogged up. When you see these things, say something. You gotta clean it up. You know, these are things that bring about the look of life. It brings about the look of, you know, say something about it. We have concern about the big rig in the neighborhood. They actually tear the streets up. Nothing against that profession, but we have, you know, if that's so you choose that profession, there are ways to store your vehicles. And it shouldn't be in the way of kids playing in the street. They've got to be able to see if they're riding their bike. or just getting off the bus, or just trying to get home. So we need to be concerned, all involved. So if you see it, say something. It's okay. And so we're able to get that taken care of. Almost about 85% there, 85%. We have some good folks watching out. So that's my report.
Thank you. Thank you. So one more item of business, we need to amend our meeting date to accommodate for the upcoming holidays. The first amendment prematurely in pre-council, if the November 17th meeting could be changed to November 10th, but I did not realize I will be out of town on November 10th. So, see that we not change that meeting. But the December 15th meeting, I propose that we change that to December 8th for the holidays. And the January 19th meeting, I propose we change it to January 12th. And I put that in formal motion.
I motion the amended date, November 17th remain November 17th. We will not change November 10th and December 15th to December 8th meeting.
And do you want to add January?
And add January, yes. January 19th, change it to January 12th.
Here in that motion. Second. All those in favor? Thank you. Okay, now we'll hear from our citizens. Ms. Danby.
Mayor Lawson, this will be the last time you hear from me for about 90 days. But in all honesty, and this has been on my heart ever since the election. You know, citizens, they go out and vote for who they want to represent them on the city council and the mayor. And that's great, because their votes should matter. The issue that I have is this. When you run for office, and you're elected to office, there's a term that you have committed to. And I think it says something about a person's character, because your integrity, your honor is your character. You should fulfill that term. And I say that to the incoming members, that regardless of an election, you fulfill your term. That is what you owe to the citizens of Pleasant Grove, whether you were voted in or you were voted out. It says a whole lot about your character. So that means, and this is just my perspective, because this has been on my heart. When we run for office, regardless of what office it is or where it is, you are a servant of the people. You are to serve all the people. You are not to serve yourself. Your character will let us know whether it was subservient or self-servant or servant of the people. And so I say that to say this. Councilman Houston, Councilman Calhoun, I respect you to the utmost for fulfilling your term. You are here to ensure that there's a smooth transition from one regime to the other. And I respect you and Mr. Calhoun to the utmost. I don't know about the other people, but I do. I'm done for 90 days.
It's
some problems. And, it's
Red
with the
Rock.
kids, Red Rock Circle. It's with kids going around, and what they call them, door knocker, ring knocker. And I said about 4 or 5 months ago, somebody was breaking in my house. And I heard him chuckling on my camera. And I ran out the door and I tell you, I ain't gonna tell you what I said. But it darn near scared me to death. Something wrong. And I wanna give them kudos. They can't. He listened to me. But he did say, I know the kids playing kids. I said, I don't wanna play kids with me. I said, I don't wanna come on my property. They have a lot big as mine. I said, so they can play in their own yard. And I asked them, I said, well, y'all stop running back and forth in my backyard, setting off my cameras and stuff. They said, yes, ma'am. One little girl, she just was adamant, I guess. She just came back up there and walked all in front of the camera in the door and looking up at it at me. I didn't say a word. I let her do what she had to do. Yesterday, I was 3 blocks from my purse, and I saw someone down the street. And I went in the house before I get upstairs, and somebody knocked on my door like the police was breaking in. And he knew how to get around my camera. And he ran around the side. I ran around and I saw him. And I could identify him. So I asked my neighbor down the street, because they was down the street from me. And I said, did you see them boys coming up there? He said, yeah. They was on my porch talking to my boys, but they was down there getting after it. He said, what's happened, Miss Rodney? I said, they back at knocking on my door again. And he said, well, I got a picture, and let me see if this him, and if it is, I'm gonna send it to you. I said, that's him. I said, and I told him, I said, I see you. I said, and he looked at me and kept running. But I saw him. And I rode around the neighborhood and I was talking to some people and I came to this house on one block. That's the captain of the block right there. Because I sent it to the homeowner's associate. And he sent it to him because he said that was his block. And the first of it happened, the homeowner and one of the grandparents was one of the kids. His kid said he knew who it was. But he chastised his kids, grandkids, and the rest of them, he called them at the bar, the homeowner bar, and he talked to all of them. He said, now, if it happens again, we'll get the police involved. Because we're not going to have that in this neighborhood. And there's some kids around, seen before. But I went around to the house, around on that block, that east on. And like 20 kids came out the house. What is this, a boarding house for kids or something? That's what it is. All of them DHR. And those kids run the neighborhood. I'm not gonna be scared in my own neighborhood. Because see, knocking at my door like that makes you want to get a gun and say somebody breaking in my house. So I don't know what I can do to stop it, or do I need to call DHR? These kids, I went around there and I asked them, I said, where your parents? They looked at me like I was crazy. Why you want to know that? I said, I just want to talk to your parents. I said, somebody I'm looking for that knocked on my door. We didn't do it. I said, I didn't say you did. I just want to see where your parents are so I can talk to them. If it is one of y'all.
Okay, Ms. Rosemary, so can we work together, and we'll get with Chief Reed and Mr. Johnson, because I don't want to put too much out there, but if we can work together to try to get a resolution to your problem.
Yeah.
I'm not dismissing it, I promise you.
Okay.
It's only so much we can talk about.
That works for me. Okay.
Okay. Either,
Do it then, 40-45 Woodbridge Place. Right there, Woodbridge Place coming to our entrance, we got a pothole. And this last maybe 3-4 months, it's back in. So know, at some point, they Band-Aid. They put the Band-Aid on it, 3 to 4 months later, they'll need. I kind of wonder, can we get that fixed in sometime? That's coming into what we.
Yes, sir. So what we'll do, Mr. Benson, is, I will get with our public works team and get them over there and evaluate it and see what needs to happen. Before I can give you I don't want to say it will be fixed next week or something like that. We just need to determine what the fix would be to not be a Band-Aid.
One more thing.
Yes, sir.
You know, I rented the park one day for an event
Okay.
over there. That provision on top, it was missing. I don't know whether or not whoever was there last didn't clean the bathrooms up, or who's supposed to clean the bathrooms. I'm sure somebody with the city should come up there and clean up too. My thing is, why you rent a place like that and do it like that? I don't think we need, we need to get somebody. I cleaned it up before I left, and I cleaned it up before I got. So it should be clean now, if nobody knows. So I think
When was your event? When was your event?
about 2 Saturdays.
Good day.
Do you remember the date?
It was on the
So 2 Saturdays ago would have been,
13th.
the 27th. So you said the 13th, was September 13th, that was 4 Saturdays,
Yeah.
September
Yeah.
13th. That gives us a starting point to determine what happened. Yes, sir, I apologize on behalf of the city that happened, but thank you for letting us know. And we will address it and, follow up with you.
I mean, yeah, you know, not big, but you know, that is happening. You know, you keep.
Yes, sir, but I was saying to, make sure that you're aware of the problem being corrected.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Michelle Johnson, 1417 14th Avenue. This is piggyback off of this gentleman right here. We run at the community center on August the 22nd. However, the blinds have not been cleaned. It appears is that they haven't been cleaned since they've been put up, which caused a lot of sinus reactions, sneezing to our guests.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
if they could perhaps, I tried to kind of wipe down as much as I could, but I didn't have the right chemicals or whatever to do that. But if they could check that out, as well as the utility closet. It has all of the rooms and this and that, but it's a mess. So when you're trying to clean up after your event, it's hard to do because you're trying to piecemeal things together to clean up.
Yes.
So if they could do that. And then I want to end on this note to the police chief and the police department, because I had earlier concerns about the cul-de-sac on 14th Avenue being just all 6 cars right there, the bus couldn't turn around. So I guess someone must have given them a heads up, because it's only one truck and the owner that lives in one of the houses that parks right there. So I just want to thank you for the safety of the bus and our precious cargo we have on there, that when we have to back up, we're not having to worry about going too far in the river. So thank you, we appreciate it.
Thank you. Sir. In the blue shirt? Did you? Oh.
A few things, the Sonny Gun 557 Court, Clement Road, 35126. Mr. Houston, you're up. Now, as much as you and I have discussed your budget over the years, we had some very good discussions about it. I appreciate you for the conversation, the time you've taken to talk to me in the past, as well as just doing things, and I just see you about, and you even know my face sometimes. We'll have a conversation to catch up. I know I haven't been as active as I have in the past, but I appreciate your service, and I thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
No problem. which has been that much better. I want to thank your fire department for the time that every time we call, whether he failed or whether he didn't want to be stubborn, and somebody come in the door and say, hey, I'm gonna take you to the hospital, he'll say, okay, you should bring up. Or even come with my mom and her sugar box or anything like that. If you haven't, I know that's something that you probably don't want to experience all the time, but if you have ailing parents or even for yourself, just to know that we have a fire department and a police department that is caring, they know who you are. I mean, as much as my dad was sick, they knew his name when they came to the door. Okay, Mr. Dunn, let's come on, let's get together. And then, you know, it says something when you have that type of, the community. Basically, that's what you call it. Last but not least, this is an issue that we've been having on that particular street over the past maybe 3 years. And I noticed the waterworks is going about the city, doing cleanup and doing whatever. But I told the state has had issues with water drainage. We called the water department, the Birmingham Waterworks several times. They came out and did the Band-Aid. They've done whatever they were gonna do. They dug up, they've done it all, but to no end, the water is still leaking. Once it was leaking on the left side from, if we're looking up the hill from my home, and then it stopped, and then the right side started. So now both sides are running. It was a trickle, now it's coming fast. And the issue is, of course, erosion. So it's been doing this so long, you know, we don't want anything to happen. So if you could help us with that.
Yes, ma'am, 557-12-4. Yes, sir.
The 1200 block of 11th Street, I have 2 potholes on that street.
And your name and address?
Getting in housing, 1224 11th Street.
1224 11th Street?
Yes, ma'am.
And you said it's 1200 blocks of 11th Street?
Yes.
And what was the issue? Issue?
Two potholes. Yes.
Okay, anyone? Yes, Ms. Ann.
I said 19. But you know, I don't know who's responsible for cleaning the community center, but I will give it Mr. Ricardo. I will volunteer to clean it, once to twice a month for you, starting at the end of this month. I'll go in there and do a thorough cleaning from the ceiling to the floor, okay? But I'm a volunteer to do that. No payment, no nothing, just a key. I'm retired, ain't got nothing to do. Volunteer.
Just a lot across from my house, 1436 Red Rock Circle. And the fire hydrant sits on that, but it's a lot. Can you find who owns that lot to get that lot cleared up from all those weeds?
So if you will call our office tomorrow, Mr. Todd is my executive assistant. And so if you will contact her, she can assist you with determining the ownership of that.
Okay.
And it may already be on one of our lists, I'm not sure.
And no, sometimes the city comes along and.
We just do right.
away.
Okay. Anyone else? Seeing and hearing none?
Well, motion with adjourn.